That was the perfect out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
flat. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give him a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Allen off the play fake. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
There again is Cooks, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7.
So
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On first down, Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well executed, 22-yard gain. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down and goal. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10 now from the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes will try again on second down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Flush to his right. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going for it with Pierce. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to slither by. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You get an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Moore. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And they are in a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the hole, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth.
Let's go, let's go.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Allen.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's out of bounds with a 1st down with 11 seconds remaining. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Throwing to start here is Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Allen. And yet again, it's Howard with the catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and he points him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Allen. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the cut.
He's got him in, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there on 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On play action, here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Allen. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. The throwing now is Allen. Another one caught by Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Allen going to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen dancing to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the air, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Hopping over the top, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and goal, Allen flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Tua, the final shot before half. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Pierce, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Moore taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Got some space here. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? If you're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, throw right side into the hands of Akins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On a jet sweep, here comes Moore. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Give to Pierce. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.